And I really liked what you said. Participate, because if you don't, life will just go by you without if you don't participate. You know, uh, be daring. Don't let fear control your life. Um, um, you know, Stick your neck out a little bit. If the turtle doesn't make any progress until he sticks his neck out.
Oh, listen to that. I've never
Yeah.
heard that before. In June 2019, I took to the road to ask people from all over the country about their dreams. I thought I would be learning about them, but I'm also learning about myself. Join me and see what you find out about yourself as you listen to other people answer the 3 dream questions. This is Brent, and he's agreed to answer the 3 dream questions. Are you ready, Brent?
Sure.
Okay. First question is about your hopes and your dreams. What are some of the things that you hope for, either on a personal or a global level or something in between?
Well, when I was a youngster coming out of junior high and high school and stuff, I always wanted to. My hope was to eventually live in a rural area on a farm, because I grew up in a congested area, and
Oh,
yeah, and I was a city boy, and I didn't want to be a city boy, and so in a sense, I'm living the dream that I wanted when I was that age. I We live out here where we have horses and chickens and cows are around us, and there's still acreage around our place, and we're just hoping it stays that way. And I hope that during my lifetime that I can live it out before urbanization closes in on us. And
do you feel that happening a little bit now?
Oh yeah, it's happening. There's a slated subdivision across the road that could put in 1,000 homes, and that would change our lifestyle dramatically around here. They call it progression. I don't call it progression. I like the other. I like the animals. I like the wildlife. I like the deer and the elk coming down off the mountain and coming out into the fields in the wintertime and seeing them. And so
it's going to be a change in lifestyle.
Oh yeah, it'll be a change of lifestyle, big time. And if my children want to live that kind of a lifestyle, they won't be able to do it here. They'll have to move into outer rural areas again. It's just a way of life that we have to live with it. And so I hope that my children get a chance to live the same type of life that they grew up with.
Yeah, I've heard that. I was talking to a farmer, and he was saying that I can sell my land for more money than me and my children would make in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
Type of thing. He says, but if they're buying my lifestyle.
That's right.
They're buying my lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, I've had several people tell me that this home and this setting and this acreage and whatever is a lot of people's dream homes.
Yeah.
And when I built it, I didn't look at it like that. I just looked at it like it was my it was my goal to live like that. And then now people are coming here and staying here and paying us to stay here, and it's awful nice. It's wonderful. In a home that I built and raised my children in, and now we use it to share it with other people.
And you have such a nice facility here as well. I was thinking about family reunion or something here at some point.
Yeah, we have family reunions here on a weekly basis in the summertime.
Wow. Do you have any thoughts about, you've got the rural turning into urban is a concern for you, and your hope would be to be able to live out your life in a rural situation, and that your children are able to do it. Is there anything on a larger scale for the world or for the country that you think about sometimes? Or
well, I'm not an alarmist in that I don't think that I'm not a big believer in we're destroying the earth, or climate change is natural. Canada in the Earth's history has been covered by icebergs twice.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen again. You know, the earth goes through the natural cycles of warming down and cooling off and warming down and cooling off. It's going to happen again. That's just one of those things. The Lord, that's how the Lord created the earth.
So it has those cycles. So,
Yeah, it's going to cycle.
So maybe what I'm hearing underneath what you just said is that you would be hoping for a world where that doesn't become such a big issue. Is that what you're saying?
When it becomes an issue, it just you become obsessed with it, and it overtakes you, and then you forget why the Lord put you on the earth.
Gotcha.
You know, we're here to enjoy life's experience, and if you're so worried about that, you're not enjoying life.
Oh, I gotcha. Understand. You talked a little bit about your dreams when you were a boy, and that and now you're living some of those dreams. Do you remember anything else that you?
Oh yeah,
wanted to do?
Well, I always wanted to. I don't know why, but I always thought that I wanted to own some sort of a wholesale distributorship, and I did. I got one, and then sold it, and so I kind of okay, I can put that off my bucket list, so to speak. But if I had to do it all over again, if I had something to tell go back and say, I'd say, get all the education you can. I only had 2 years of college myself. I wish I would have got more education. So, because there are some things that, I'm sure that if I'd have learned then, I would have I've been a lot more successful in life,
So if you were talking to kids nowadays,
get all the education you can.
Get all of it you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it opens doors, you feel like.
But stay open-minded, don't get caught up in the things that don't matter. I heard a person say one time, are you into perfection or are you into excellence? Because a person that's into perfection, everything that they don't think is perfect bothers them, and then as a result it controls them. But if you're into excellence, it doesn't happen that way. You don't.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I was going to think ahead of what you were saying. I remember somebody telling me it was in a religious setting. He says you put participation ahead of perfection. Get people participating and stuff. But I like that excellence. And focus on being excellent instead of perfect.
And I really like what you said. Participate, because if you don't, life will just go by you if you don't participate. Be daring. Don't let fear control your life. Stick your neck out a little bit. If the turtle doesn't make any progress until he sticks his neck out.
Oh, listen to that. I've never heard that before.
Well, he doesn't. He doesn't make any progress. And, you're going to have, if you really want to make progress in life, you're going to you have to take a risk or two. But, calculate it. Make sure it's one that you can afford. If you are not successful.
Go south.
Go south. It's okay. You just learn from it and you try the next one.
I've heard some people say, fail early and fail often.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Just keep trying.
Okay. As we've talked and as things have come up, I don't know, is there something that came up at the end? Is there something that you thought about? This is outside of the 3 questions. Does something come to mind?
Something comes to mind?
It doesn't have to, because you've said some really cool things.
Well, in my life, I have had some ideas that were patentable. And I have several patents in my name. Some have made money and some of them haven't made money. But, pursue it. You never know. You never know until you've actually tried it, until you put some effort into it. And so what if you fail? You learn from the process, and you learn, one way that you don't want to do it because it ended in failure. So, the next one you'll do it a little differently.
And the wisdom you get to take with you and the money you might have made or lost, it comes and goes anyway.
Oh, it comes and goes.
Yeah.
And I've learned also that the difference between highly successful people and those that don't quite make it is not a lot. It's surprising when you look at just the minute differences that a highly successful businessman, did versus the one that is mediocre. Learn what he did. Learn from that. Pick everybody's brain you can. Everybody that you talk to, you can glean a nugget from.
Cool.
Everybody.
Well, we just got some nuggets. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Brent.
You're welcome.